It was the father's first time spending the new year at his daughter's house. He soon discovered that every year on New Year's Eve, his daughter prepared the entire meal for the family alone. Unable to watch her struggle, the mother silently stepped in to help her cook. When the meal was finally served, the daughter realized that after a long day of cooking, her in-laws had not saved seats for her parents. Instead, they were happily celebrating, treating her parents as though they were mere servants. Anger welled up in the daughter as she struggled to control her emotions. She reminded her husband that her parents had not even sat down yet. Before her husband could respond, her mother-in-law coldly pointed to the kitchen and told her parents to eat there. Unable to tolerate this any longer, the daughter asked her mother-in-law if she thought her parents were unworthy of sitting at the table. Her husband tried to justify the situation, saying his siblings were visiting and the table was full. He suggested her parents should eat in the kitchen. Outraged, the woman asked her husband why his mother couldn't eat in the kitchen instead, given that this was the first time his younger brother had brought his girlfriend home. Concerned about appearances, the husband worried they'd become the laughingstock if the argument continued, but the daughter insisted on exposing the unfair treatment her family had endured. Tearfully, she explained that for the past 10 years, her mother-in-law and husband had forbidden her from visiting her parents on New Year's Eve. Instead, she was left to work alone in the kitchen, only to find no seat for herself at the table. She warned the younger brother's girlfriend against marrying into this family, predicting the same fate for her. The husband's anger flared, and he threatened to divorce her for making a scene. This time, the woman had had enough. She flipped the dining table in anger and announced that she was divorcing him. The mother-in-law accused her of ruining the family reunion, but the woman stood firm, refusing to let herself, her parents, or her daughter be mistreated anymore. At first, the husband dismissed her outburst as unreasonable, but when they opened the red envelopes for the children, the truth about his mother's favoritism became clear. She had been giving $500 to the grandson and only $50 to the granddaughter every year. The husband also discovered snacks and toys hidden away for the grandson, while his daughter received nothing. The woman had known about this bias for years but had kept quiet to maintain family peace. Now, she refused to tolerate the injustice any longer. As the younger brother encouraged the husband to teach her a lesson, the woman turned her anger on him, calling out his toxic mindset. She warned his girlfriend that marrying him would bring her nothing but misery. The girlfriend, witnessing the chaos, slapped the younger brother and broke off their engagement, declaring she would never marry into such a family. She saw the woman's years of suffering as a clear warning. The woman reflected on how foolish she had been to tolerate such treatment for so long. Once she allowed it to happen, it became a cycle she could not escape. The New Year's dinner was ruined, and the relatives left in awkward silence. The mother-in-law, furious, tried to hit the woman, but her father intervened to protect her. The woman demanded a divorce, and the mother-in-law readily agreed, claiming the woman was not worthy of her son. What the mother-in-law didn't know was that her son's career success had been secretly supported by the woman's brother. Just as the mother-in-law was about to throw the woman's family out, her brother, a wealthy and influential CEO, arrived to confront her.